it is in the hand of God. No, they told him, you're going to die in 3 months. So, and I said, oh my goodness. So, and then he started to speak with so much energy that I said, are you sure that you are sick? So I can wish you, we architects, we need to meet artists. They don't care. Really, they don't care. They have a picture, they have a vision, and they don't care. If it happens, it's good. If not, the vision is there. And they will fight to get it fixed. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. But they will convince you to start. If you start, you're done. But you can learn from them, you know, because we struggle to make a basement and then to make a roof, but they have the big picture. Sometimes I wish we could have the big picture, because if you have the big picture, you know where to go. There is no challenge. You're going to make it. I think I was doing this very naively without knowing that I will even be standing before you today and talk to so many people. I was doing it without knowing. He opened my eyes. He talked about social plastic. I love your work. I want you to create this place for me so where people can meet. Simple people, normal people, women and artists. Africa should meet Europe. I said, huh? So you have energy, my dear friend. Where to get the money? But then we start to do. And believe me, this is a big challenging project. For example, he called me at night, Francis, I want to see the drawing, I want to show to a friend. And he was connected to all the leading, like your former boss, now the actual German president. And that time, the president of Germany, Horst Köhler, so where he just say, okay, you know, they love that, and then always he called me to say, he has to name a big personality. Köhler asking why I don't come to dinner. And I say, you want me to build this thing? I am not in Berlin. But then he want to see the drawing. And then I just sent it to him thinking he's going to show to a sponsor. The next day, you will see my drawings in every newspaper in Germany. So, very heavy. So, yeah. And then we start to work. 6 months later, he was supposed to die, like 3 months before. And you could see us in the TV walking through the savannah in Burkina Faso. 1 year later, you could see us walking in the savannah in Germany. And then, so my father was saying to him, you know, you have to believe in God, you know. So maybe your doctor may make a mistake, you know. Just enjoy life. And then it was amazing to work with him. So that what you see was a lot of picture. Even you look at further, you will see elephant. Sometime in Europe, you need to show what we have. Even in the side, there is no elephant, but to make people believe we are in Africa. So, yeah. So, and it is amazing that the project alone is enough to talk for 1 hour, but I just wanted to give you, and look, there is a clinic. He was talking about himself, but he was talking about the vision. Like this building is the Health Care Center. I'm happy that the students show it, where he was talking about the site. So, and I was thinking, okay, so he wanted to have openings, and if he is sick, he can lay down and keep connecting to the site. So I designed what he was dreaming for. He didn't see all of that, but it is a real village, still growing and attracting so many people that come to be inspired. But don't think I've forgot Gando. No. There is a high school project, so I keep draw. So we start to draw. We do a lot of mock-up. I sketch very badly, but don't be afraid about your sketch. It is a mean to transport ideas. Again, to just give you, like people like Rendo say, you know, Francis, that's what we have to do. Don't fear about that is ugly, people don't understand. It's your idea. And that is how you manifest the idea. So keep drawing, please. Don't worry about that you're not able to do it, because that is your way to transport your idea. So we do, and then we work even with computer. Here is like to make a model of the site. It's flat. I wanted to increase my ventilation system, and then, you know, do a section using clay pot, letting the water drop down, but don't flow through the classroom, but outside, and you know what happened. Grass will grow. and the Sahara wind will come and be filtered before entering the classroom. So little ideas like these I have, but in Gando they believe in me. So in the meantime, I was called the uncle, the tonton in French, that just come, start to play, but grandfather loves him. So the kids were saying this. So I heard about, and so we have to believe. Even if do very bizarre thing, it's going to be great. So I keep doing, like here, using the pot, some drawings, some sketch, some renderings. So, and then I do a lot of tests. Here I do it, we wanted to pour clay, like you will do pour concrete, not rammed earth, no. So I use clay bricks, and here I wanted to create once a big block. And so you have to study the recipe, using clay with cement, with lime, with so many other things to just check. And you could see that some has cracks, I cannot show enough. I was like very happy. 2 weeks ago, I was in Amsterdam when architect came to tell me, I have been in your village. Oh, wow, really? And I love it, the test you have done on the site. You could even see these really standing, so to showing if it was good or not. So that's what I do. And if it's good, we make a form, like you can see. And then like a couple of people could put these together, and we mix the clay with sand, gravel, and water. And this is a little team of mine. Believe me, I have a bigger office than all of you, because my entire village is my team, my office. Yeah. And I warn you, if the women in Africa stand, you're going to be surprised what they can do. Yeah. So playfully, we just create walls. Like you can see, sometimes the rains, you have the big clouds in Burkina that goes very quick. You cannot escape. So what we do, so it's just to try to run or not. So the rain will come, and you have flood everywhere. And then even in the city, so, sometimes you call the Western help, structure to come and help. So in Gando, we cover very quick our facade. Sometimes in the US, I say, this is like Christo and Jean-Claude, so creating sculpture. But we do it to protect our fragile wall, and we wait. The water come and go. But what it brings is sand and gravel that we really need to build. So we collect them, we mix them with clay, and we keep building. So if I have time, we keep inventing, using it. So doing form, studying, and do. Then the struggle. For the own village, how to find the money is always a big issue. But don't worry, it is always possible. We don't need a lot of money, a little bit. So you can do it and keep doing. So then I have decided a couple of years ago to say, okay, maybe I should do some work in Europe to earn money. That was the primary goal. One of the first was in Copenhagen. I was asked to design a gathering space. Oh, remember how my mother's grandfather and everyone brought us gathering under the tree. And I wanted to transport this to Copenhagen. And then they asked me to design something off of wood. Scandinavia is very known using wood. And I was saying, oh, how can I succeed? They have been using wood. They know everything about wood. But I tell you, never be afraid. Just go ahead. Some ideas that you have here are waiting to be shown to the world. Sometimes surprise will appear, like this simple structure. You could see we use like the very, very cheap wood that I have, and in there they have like machine and everything, and they cut it together, put big bundle, and then we just install it, and creating a huge. So I was surprised then when we opened, many people came, we cut it, and then I got everywhere called. There was national architecture meeting in Scandinavia, and everywhere. When you don't invite me, they try to cancel. And I said, no, I just created a structure for you. I go back to Burkina and Bill have no time to come. I'm so sorry. So, yeah. But doing so, I have some people from my team. So this project has already given me one of my biggest projects in the US, and it's always a battle. Should I be there? Should I be here? And I was supposed to be here before Christmas because the team from the DAA are here, and then that explained that like a family that is collecting ideas want me just in Montana in the desert to create something that is powerful. So that is how ideas come. So you start, and then many projects come. So, but let me bring you to Burkina to show you how we really work. So first, that is a high school that I wanted to design a sort of compound to create an enclosure, so the kids can use the courtyard as a recreation place. The girls can play easily and not hide themselves. So, and then I wanted to increase the ventilation system. And if you go through the Arab world, in specific Iraq the Arab pairs, you will see that they use wind towers. So it's about not to copy, to be inspired, to do something. So I had to build this structure in a third largest city in Burkina Faso called Koudougou. And the problem in Burkina is land is a big issue. The population is growing, and then one man have 3-4 sons. When he passed away, the land become a conflict. And if you get a piece of land, what I do is to really check who owns the land. If you don't do so, you start to build, the building become 2 meters high, and someone comes, oh, I own the land. Thank you very much for the building. So what to do? So I check, I go on the knees, sitting, talking to the old people, to the leader, and I find, if I know the land is clean, so I take control, try to show a drawing to my people. And here we will not use laterite. It's a very soft stone, almost clay. If you dig it, it's soft. But if you get it out, you extract it. That is how we extract it. If you extract it, and you let it in contact with the air, it becomes hard. And so laterite is used in Burkina since people exist. But people reject it. The same like clay. They say it's poor building material. Why do you use it? I try to modify the material. Here is cutting it with a machine. The cutting make out of these known material a modern building material. And people then love it then. This is Amede doing a cut. It's almost a desert. And then the tower are growing, like you can see. And then the community around come just to watch. So in many places, Burkina, there is no TV. But our building sites become an event. Everyone comes to just watch. Sometimes what crazy things they are doing, we never show this. And we keep doing. And so we work even night. So this is dangerous to study in Germany, because pushing always, but my people really love what we do. They allowed us to work at night. And another element we wanted to use is wood, eucalyptus wood. It is there. People use it for scaffolding. So here you are advanced. You use steel. I have been looking to the building site, but in Burkina we still use wood. I wanted to integrate these to the building. We just bring them to the site, we cut them, we treat them, and we fix them like you can see, wrapping them to the rebars, like you can see it. So here you see the flat steel, we just wrap them very easily. So the people see and they can do it themselves. Creating facade like this. And another element is the window. It can be 45 degrees in Burkina Faso. It's really hot. And the air is dry. But if you put a bucket of water outside, it is evaporating. So what I do, look at what we do. We treat the windows that they become benches. But what we do, watch very quick. The kids are sitting, sometimes they don't know. You put the bucket with water. And the water is evaporating because it's hot. So I guide the water. Inside the classroom, so they have very good air. So you could work. But it's not finished. It is dry. There is no trees. And what we do is to try to plant trees using pots. So this is already the rainy season. That's why the hole is full. Be careful. Normally it's dry. So what we do is to try to get the water go direct to the roots. Some people will say, Francis, why are you not using pipes? You have the pipes. After 2 seasons, the sun is so hot, it becomes porous. It just breaks. And then you need, again, a technician to fix with the pots, the mother of the student. Yeah. They can fix it easily, but ladies and gentlemen, dear sisters and brothers, the challenge is, in Burkina, life expectation is still far under 60. How do you explain to someone who will not live 60 years to make a big hole, sometimes 2 meter diameter, 2 meter deep, in the laterite soil, just to plant a tree? He will say you, but I will not say this, even my kids won't say it. Why should I do that? And that is the big challenge. But as you can see, I always try to work to have community leader. So, I have a lot of relatives in the village, and they help. And then if the idea work, I just transport this idea to many places. And so look at very quick, we bring the pots, and this is the project now with those elements, laterite, eucalyptus wood, pot to plant trees, and many other things. But I want not just to highlight this. The architect under you knows Ivan Ban is a very close friend of mine. He loves to go to Gando. And then, by the way, he takes pictures for me. So this is the project now. So the client is now so excited. Herme is even sitting here, someone from my team. He's so excited that now we're building an IT university in the same city, in the same techniques, because he believes in that architecture. So this is the project. The trees are far bigger. This picture is almost 2 years old, so you don't see. You arrive, you see bicycle outside, and then it's really full of life. And the kids are really using the space in many, many ways. I may say this adolescent was looking to even, hey, I want to have my peace. I want to relax here. Don't please stop to take photograph. But he couldn't express it. But you see in his faces. So again, pictures. They could, and then they're happy. Ladies and gentlemen, it is about people. It's about the future. If you create space that can inspire them, then we're going to have a better future. So something that is clear, people start to settle around the building because everyone wants to stay close to a nice infrastructure. And this is so simply using the most available material. The foundation, I talked it already, if I have time, that I don't have. I go to school in Germany with the kids, you will see me running with them. And as a busy architect, it is good to do sport. So I go, my friends, sometimes my team are struggling, why he's doing this? But you run 1 hour with these kids, so you keep informed because there is a lot to do. So I use it, and they could raise a lot of money for my own foundation. I have to correct. What I'm raising is just for Gando. So here is a lot of work to do for the women, the school, women's center, whatever. So sometimes, one race helped me to, now that I'm so visible, one race sometimes to raise a lot of money to do a project, but it's for Gando. It's not enough for other cities, neither for other projects in Africa. But maybe if you help, we could do it together. Make a race in Sudan, like a big one. At Friday, asking the imam to pray for us and allowed us the next day to run through the country to raise money for I don't know what, but ever we are in contact. So here, if we have money, we want to do things very differently. Often we have no alternative. One alternative are pots, clay pots. So we just get them to the building site, and I told you, the women are incredible, really incredible. If they come to the site in Ghana, they will say, Francis, give us something to do, really heavy, hard work. We're going to finish quick to go and cook for our kids. Always, I have this music in my ear. Give us hard work and quick. We'll finish and go to care for our kids. It's so wonderful. So, and if they come, like they work for many, many weeks, they can do it one day. So then we have the pot at school. I want to invite you to look at to the kids. Can you see the kids? So with their school bags, there are kids from Ghana. They grow watching me doing what I'm doing. Girls and boys, you could see them, really, really watching. I'm always impressed by that, really. And they watch that I do. I put the finger. I don't mind, you know. And we do cuts. And then if the cuts are good, we do a sort of industrial production. So bringing the pot to the top of the roof, and we pour concrete. So to create openings for ventilation and light. That is elaborated. It's elaborate. So then suddenly institutions, even in the West, start to say, okay, we want him to show what he can do. And I got a call last year. So because of the Serpentine Pavilion in London, I was almost on the way to throw away the letter because I didn't think it's me. And so I don't remember who. In the office, someone said, Francis, it's serious. It's your friend Hans. I said, okay, Hans what? Hans Ulbrich. And I said, okay, okay, Hans is nice. I will think if I'm going to do. No, Francis, not you will. You have to write, you're going to do. Okay. I wrote him. It was a sort of little competition. I have a big team. I think it's the newest picture, is it? So two of them are here. The far right, if I turn, the far right is Hame. The lady with the long skirt is Johanna. They're today with me here to make sure that we have continuity in the Meroe project. I travel with my team, but I couldn't come with more because we're busy with a lot of projects. And so I have a team even in Europe, in Berlin, helping me to do the many jobs that we have to do. We don't need to talk about that we have girls and boys the same size. I don't need to do it. I'm coming from Africa, and now that the community is made out men and women. So some big officers try to say that respect rules. It's part of life. We don't care about it. So here in London, I wanted to use the figure of the tree in the landscape to create a pavilion. And so that is how, again, back home, the gathering, and then sketches, plays, sketch. Don't worry about people saying you're not able to sketch. If they're bad, maybe that what is here is stronger, and the world is waiting to see it. Believe me, So we send these sketches to London, and we get a message to say, wow. So idea of community gathering, and there was so I was telling to my team, let's tell them a story, how we think, how we are. If they invite me, they want something maybe that we have, we don't know, so that we have. And then being inspired about Africa, textile, but the traditional bricks work in London. And then here, very quick, you have to watch, quick. I wanted to do it like bricks, and you see the white, yellow bricks on the background this is where my office is in Berlin. So we really do one-to-one size, really to prove ourselves. And now I know that is one of the best way to do architecture. If you are sure that it works, you could just explain the client, the partner, and everyone about it. And so we go over to use wood. And then we produce, you could see this man is using it, taking it like this. Why we did it like this? London is so expensive, and the royal parks are very, very expensive. Like a little change will cost you hundreds of thousands of pounds. And then you have to come with a clever idea. And we have good ideas in Africa. So like using, human scale. This is so important. And there they enjoy it, and just very quick we start to build. And I had the chance to explore engineering to the boundary. We have the best engineer company like Ecom that work with us. And then we just put it together. And this is the project. Yeah. We create a sort of, that is the kindergarten. So that is like the first day, if you arrive, you saw how many people was there. And then I couldn't go to visit because someone will know you. So you wear glass, that is no use, because you understand that. But it was a big success for myself and my team. People came to gather around. I get messages like that is the best pavilion of the time. I mean, you like to listen to know that you were successful, but then, okay, it was really good for us. And people really, really use it. It is wood. So why don't we use our great color in Africa, indigo, to put it in the royal parks? They love it. And then some big designer start to use it as fashion, then we have to replicate it inside the pavilion itself, and they have to walk. This was Roxana's show. This was Roxana's show. I couldn't even attend it. Some people were saying, you are stupid, why we don't go? You're going to hang on with Roxana. I said, no. But then she loves our work, that is enough. But they will find a way to come. So be focused.